Hey, what's up, y'all? Classic Kev back with another episode. Honestly, probably the most important episode yet. All right, y'all. Today's episode, we're going to be grading Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, the star of one of my favorite shows, Shark Tank. And guys, Mr. Wonderful is actually my favorite shark on the show. And I'm not just saying that because his name's Kev. That's one of the reasons, but not the only reason. You know, I think we actually have a very similar way of evaluating businesses and, you know, what we like to invest in, and we have very similar investing strategies. So I want to start with this article I found by him, y'all, where it says Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary says today's crypto markets are like the early days of big tech in the 1990s. Very true, y'all. And in this article, he even references, you know, during the dot-com bubble in the early 90s when everybody was just FOMOing in, right? Trying to get anything with .com in the name. People were throwing money at. And what do you think happened? The .com bubble happened. Even stocks like Amazon, y'all. Amazon went from like $100 and something all the way down to $8 during that time, right? And Mr. Wonderful talks about in this article that he actually dollar cost averaged and held it from the $110 all the way down to $8, bought more, held it now, and look at Amazon now, y'all. Over $3,000 a share. So that's you know, the volatility in these markets, y'all. That's why you got to really do your research and pick, you know, you got to pick the right horse and you got to stick with it, because when you pick the right one, you can handle the volatility, right? So I found this article I was basically trying to find all of the cryptos he's invested in and how much of his portfolio is in each crypto. Now, I looked up his net worth. His net worth was about $400 million, y'all. And he says in this article that he has 10% of his net worth in crypto. So he's very diversified. He holds many different asset classes, just like me. He holds real estate, holds gold, holds stocks, right? So of his $400 million net worth, 10% of it is allocated to cryptocurrencies. That's about $40 million. So he has about $40 million in cryptocurrency. And in this article, it says he holds 32 different cryptocurrencies. So now I found this article where he says that Ethereum is his largest position, even bigger than Bitcoin. And he states in this article it's because so many of the financial services and transactions are occurring on it, the Shark Tank star describes. Even new software like MATIC that consolidates transactions and reduces the overall cost in terms of gas fees on Ethereum. So what he's saying is the reason why he owns more Ethereum than Bitcoin is that because Ethereum has so many more use cases. There's NFTs, there's decentralized finance, you know, guys, Ethereum's like the new internet, essentially. You know, Bitcoin's just a store of value. So I actually hold more Bitcoin than Ethereum, but it's really close. And anybody that holds more Ethereum than Bitcoin, it's either answer's right? Either A or B is correct. So you can't go wrong doing either. So then in this article, y'all, he mentioned some of the other cryptos he owns. He owns Hedera Hashgraph, which I own, Polygon Matic, which is one of my largest holdings, Bitcoin, one of my largest holdings, Ethereum, and Solana. And so y'all, so I was actually really thrilled to see that he owns Solana. And he even talks about in this article that he does all his staking on the FTX exchange. And guys, if you don't know, the FTX exchange is actually built on Solana, and it's owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, y'all, one of the youngest billionaires in the world. So the smart money's behind Solana, y'all, and you know, he talks about in here that that FTX is very compliant with the SEC, and that's something as being, you know, an investor such as himself, compliance is everything. So he only wants to invest in things that are 100% compliant with regulators, and I agree with that. I agree 100% with that. So what he said, so guys, and look, Solana, let me show you this article, y'all. Solana could become the Visa of crypto, Bank of America says. Y'all, Bank of America. Y'all, even Mike Tyson declares he's all in on Solana, y'all. Mike Tyson must be watching my channel. It's the only logical explanation, right? So, y'all, so these are some of the cryptos Kevin owns, and of these top ones, I couldn't find any more of the 32, but of these 5 or 6, that appears to be what's the highest position of his portfolio. And he actually has a strategy. What he does is he doesn't allocate any more than 5% of the 10% to each holding, right? Because he doesn't want to get over diversified in one, which is a really smart strategy, because if one fails, it doesn't destroy his portfolio, right? Because the other ones could bail him out. So even with the type of money he has, he's still very disciplined, still very strict, and really, y'all, I gotta give this portfolio an A+, because it's basically my portfolio, right? So if he's right, I'm right. So it really did make me feel very, 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 very comfortable with the decisions I've made, that one of the smartest investors in the world is in all the same stuff I'm in and coming to the same conclusions I'm coming to. So let me talk about another coin that he's not in. And this is actually one that I am in and he's not in. So it's XRP, right? And you know what he says is the reason why he's not in XRP is the same reason that I didn't get an XRP, but I did recently. And he said that because the XRP is the subject of an SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs and its executives. And he says, I have zero interest in investing in litigation against the SEC. That is a very bad idea, he stressed. So, guys, yeah, he's right. So, when investing, you should probably stay away from stuff that's under SEC investigation or a lawsuit, right? That's what I've stated on this channel multiple times. But I recently did invest in XRP because from the research I found, they're going to win the lawsuit. And to me, you know, getting in now with the cloud of uncertainty now, it's probably one of the cheapest price points you're going to find. And, you know, XRP is being used in other countries like Japan. So I think it's just a matter of time. It's just they're going to win the lawsuit. The SEC is just kind of flexing their muscle, you know, showing who's in charge, I guess. I also found this in the article. He says, I think non-fungible tokens are going to be bigger than Bitcoin. NFTs. As, you know, and he said he proceeded to draw attention to his NFT project. I prefer NFTs that are tied to hard assets, physical assets. The one I'm working on developing a white paper for is for the watch industry. So guys, so Mr. Wonderful looks like he's just getting into NFTs. As y'all know, I'm also real big in NFTs, and he even thinks that NFTs can be bigger than Bitcoin. And you know what, guys? He's absolutely right. Now, it looks like the white paper that he's writing for the watch industry is probably going to be a way to verify. It'll be an NFT linked to watches to verify the authenticity of a watch or the rarity of a watch, or you know, to combat counterfeits, right? Because the watch industry is a really big industry. So by having a public ledger, you know, using the blockchain technology, we can verify the authenticity, you know, where the watch came from. And so, guys, what do you think of his portfolio? I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff we're in. So, and again, y'all, we don't have to be right on all of these plays. Really, with what I have invested, I just got to be right on one of them, you know? So whether it's my Polygon MATIC investment, my Ethereum, or my Solana investment that makes me $1 million, or my Justin Bieber NFT, right? So looks like me and Mr. Wonderful on the same page. So y'all, overall, I got to give his portfolio an A+, right? So let me know in the comments what you think of his portfolio, and let me know. I think Mark Cuban's got a pretty big portfolio. If you guys want me to grade his, I can do that. Oh, and one more thing. He is not in the meme coins. I forgot to mention that. He says he's very skeptical of meme coins, as am I. So again, y'all, I'm Classic Kev. Let me know in the comments whose crypto portfolio you want me to grade next. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. Peace.